To know ADC, you see a handshake, a symbol that stands for belief, passion, ideas and creativity, service with integrity, confidence and commitment. We are the definition of democracy, your party, for you and by you. Every life is important, every right is respected. We promote friendship, cooperation and collaboration. We believe that when we work together, we make great things happen. With love and respect, we shake hands. Yes, we shake hands. Therefore, we say, ADC arise, ADC arise, ADNC arise and shine.
This message is endorsed by ADC 7th Zone, ADC-DN, African Democratic Congress, Diaspora Nigerians, Diaspora Network.
Hello, great people all over the world. My name is Godwin Iweajua, and we're here in this beautiful program this afternoon. It's afternoon in Milan, Italy. I know there are different time zones now. You're welcome. We are here on an interchange discussion on a political party. This program is going to open your eyes to introduce you to a political party in Nigeria. It's also going to give you some instances of updates happening around that party. So we're talking about the African Democratic Congress, ADC. ADC is a political party in Nigeria, one of the 21 registered political parties in Nigeria. ADC also is the only party in Nigeria that has its 7th geopolitical zone and structure outside Nigeria. What that means is ADC has political members, party members, living outside Nigeria, in Africa, other parts of Africa, in the United States, in Asia, in Australia, and in Europe. According to the constitution of ADC, the goal of ADC is to be a grassroots party composed primarily of working class people, disadvantaged people. So this is the mission. The mission is to re-engineer a political system in Nigeria that is free from the domination of what you call whaler-dealer political elites, money bags and godfathers through transparency and accountability. So joining me for this beautiful interchange discussion tonight, as you sit back, relax, is first of all, we have great people here with me. Great people, you bet. Let's start with the ladies. So joining us from United States America is Ambassador Abiodun Omolara Williams. Ambassador Abiodun Omolara Williams is a stakeholder in ADC, both in the diaspora and in Nigeria. Ambassador Omolara Williams, you're welcome to this interchange. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Honorable Massive? I hope you're good.
I'm good. I'm well.
Well
all right.
done.
Also, yes, Ambassador, let's bring in the other discussants in this show. We have Ms. Fiona Akanu. Ms. Fiona Akanu is ADC-DN Secretary in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Scotland. Ms. Fiona Akanu, you're welcome, Ms. Fiona.
Thank you very much for having me.
Nice. And finally, joining us also from Germany, West Germany, West Europe, is our man, great man, Chief Ambassador Tony Tockland. Chief Ambassador Tony Tockland is General Secretary of ADC-DN Europe. Chief Ambassador, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mark, Media Director, ADC Diaspora Network, PR Publicity Secretary. Thank you, viewers, and good evening, all participants, my fellow. Thank you so much.
All right, so this is it's interchange discussion. So I'm not putting questions to you. We're discussing our party. This great party has gone through a lot. We recently just did our convention. We did our convention, and after a lot of hurdles, we finalized that convention, and we saw good outing that day. We saw all stakeholders, we saw the political godfathers, and everybody join us. So, but there are also issues along the line. There are issues of chairman of the party, state chairman of the party, um, having some grievance, and so story. So, but gentlemen, let's talk about it. Let me start with Omolara. Omolara, what's the state? How will you say of situation so far with ADC, African Democratic Party in Nigeria?
All right, thank you so much, Honorable Mark. And I want to say good afternoon from here. How are you, everyone? ADC, arise and shine. Before I continue, I just want to say congratulations to all members of African Democratic Congress, ADC. You know, that convention is a sure one that really shows us that ADC, we are ready for 2027. Like you said, there are some matters that are rising, maybe before or after the convention. But I believe one thing, from that convention, I am very, very sure that we are ready. And if we can put some things into order, I'm very sure by 2027, we are going to have it in that country, Nigeria. Yes. You mentioned the issue of the state chairman. Yes, there are issues about maybe they should be there, or maybe the caretaker should go, maybe they should start all this one court, the other court, everybody trying to make themselves relevant in the party, because that is what I will say. But I always tell people one thing. The first thing we should always look at is that, why are we even coming together? Why did we even form the coalition? If we know that the reason why we have formed the coalition is to have a better country, then I think it's something that all of us can sit down, look at it together, and settle it and move forward. And 2027, we can have it. And another thing we should also know very well, even from the last 2 days ago or a day ago, when the president was talking to the Senate president, you can see the messages they are passing to each other. They are trying all their possible best to make sure that they fight the oppositions. Where is Labour Party today? They fought Labour Party. Look at People's Democratic Party, that we always think that is the biggest party in the whole world. In fact, I remember then when we were still very young, we say, 100 years, People's Democratic Party is going to be there. But you can see the type of strategy that they use to divide the party. And now they can see that the party that is now making relevance now is ADC. And the only thing they can do is to also to stop the party, so that they will not be together, they will not be able to plan, they will not be able to do anything before the next election. But they are forgetting that the people in ADC, they are more experienced. And another thing is that they are ready. And it's not even only have to do with party this time around. It has to do with Nigerians. We are tired. We are tired. Those people that you still see them singing on your mandate is because they are getting one or two things from that party. Or maybe they have somebody that is sponsoring them, giving them some things. But for some Nigerians that are realistic, that they know what is happening, especially that we are in the diaspora, we are not happy with the situation of our country, unless we want to just deceive ourselves. I am not a person that I am a tribalistic. No, I'm a Yoruba person. And I don't do it dibebere. I do what is realistic. I do what is better for my country. And if you look at the summary of the matters that are arising in the party, which I just tried to summarize into some point, I look at the post-convention issue, the realignment and internal expectations, like the issue of the state chairman. I sincerely believe one thing. All of us cannot be on a position for life. It's a tenure. If you are asked to spend 2 years, you will leave that place, another person will come in. It depends on how you did it when you were there. If you encourage people, if people say that you are really doing something great, they can bring you back. If they need you to be changed, they can change you. But it's not a selfish issue that we now think that, okay, because I've been there, then I must be the person that must still be there without performing, without trying to make sure that, okay, this election we are talking about months now. We are not even talking about year again. So we have a lot of matters arising, like the court decisions, like the national political tension everywhere. And also we have the growing attention on opposition, like I said earlier. And also we need a stronger diaspora. That is what our party really needs now. We need a stronger diaspora.
We need a stronger diaspora. Let me
Yes.
tell our viewers, we have numbers of them here watching. ADC is the only party in Nigeria that has the diaspora inclusion to it. Like we said earlier, diasporans are members of ADC, even living in their various countries abroad. So also, Omalara, I'm going to hold you on something here now, because there are issues that were raised by the chairman, you know, and but let me not go down. Let me not go deep, so that the gentlemen will also come in. But there are issues that are happening, pondering on ADC at this moment. One of it is the fact that the diaspora that we just said, that is structured. It's not just a group of friends and group of people. It's a structured arrangement to have these diaspora people part of the party. Now, that side of the diaspora angle of it is not being.
Sorry, Mike. Can I just come in to this? What you're saying?
Come in.
Can I just? I have traditionally been somebody that doesn't really get involved in the political space per se, but the interest was definitely piqued because ADC kind of had the diaspora in its entirety as the seventh geopolitical zone, and that to me made politics even more interesting, because that meant that, okay, there's actually a party, Nigeria, the country that I love so much, that actually considers the diaspora as something relevant. You know, the amount of money that diasporans remit to Nigeria is not something that we should understate. We are practically the social service system that Nigeria does not have. So it's very difficult to, most of us go back home frequently, and it's very difficult when we appear to be sidelined everything that's happening in the country. People say, oh, you guys are abroad, but we do care. We're really concerned. And this party seemed to be a party that was very interested in taking the diaspora along. So I think that the coalition definitely, when there's going to be change, getting together to battle an opponent is a fantastic way forward. I think one of the critical errors that was probably made in terms of including diaspora at the foundational tenets when the coalition happened, I think that link was probably missed, because I think the treatment that has been meted out to that diaspora, in as much as I am aware, has fallen short of expectations. I don't think that we've been included in the way prior to the coalition that ADC appeared to be working. So I think that's definitely something that's been disappointing. And I just hope that now that's all said and done, the convention is over. I hope that there's going to be a clear, charted pathway that that everybody can support and move along with.
Very good, Fiona. You said that very fluidly. But still, the diaspora is constitutionalized. The diaspora structure of ADC is in the constitution.
But hold on, you say it's in the constitution. There was an amendment. Yes. What did they say about the diaspora in the amendment?
Okay, that's what we're waiting for. Yeah, go ahead, Tony. Tony, go ahead.
Honorable Mark, thank you so much. And what I might have to say is, or what I will say, is not far from what my co-leaders, diaspora network leaders are saying. But we must always remember that the bedrock of this movement or of the coalition has always been good governance, decency, this integrity, this urge to build out our nation from where we found ourselves. And we know that it takes a lot to do. And to be able to do this, there was a clear-cut structure that integrated the diaspora network as the seventh geopolitical zone. There's no doubt about this. And there's no doubt also that the diasporans are fully recognized and the part and role that we have in this idea to change, to bring a greater change and a brighter future for our nation, our dear country, Nigeria, that the diaspora have a stake, has a lot to do. And to be able to do this, we know that there's a reviewed constitution, and we're looking forward to seeing the details of the review constitution, which, by the way, should have been served properly. Our structure, the diaspora network structure, is very solid, and is also known under the leadership of our former chairman, national chairman, Chief Dr. Raf Musu, who we had a lot of interactions with. We have good contacts, but these are sporadic contacts. These are, it's not from what we are seeing from the inside. And as someone like me in the secretariat, we need more inclusion or inclusiveness. And that's what the party is all about. And the diasporans are yearning. We have a lot of strong ladies. You can see what we're hearing from our ladies. We have many more in the background that are not on the camera. They are not in the camera right now. But we have a structure. We have chairman. We have all other structures. So we are working very hard and hoping that it will be done yesterday than tomorrow. That the connection between the new coalition, the coalition leadership, and what we have today, that is quickly resolved. That the communication is breached. That is intensified. There's no doubt that it's always like this when you have so many stakeholders coming together to build a nation out of where we have ourselves. And that's all about good governance. And we're looking forward to it.
Gentlemen, let's look at the founding fathers, the founding pillar of ADC. The state chairman make a very, very important structure in any party, state chairman. Now, we've come to that situation where most of our state chairmen have, do I say, rebelled, or they feel disgruntled and they've opted out. They are not following up in what is happening. In fact, we saw a list that came out recently that says some people have been expelled. Now, why do we come to this time when we've done a lot of people have put to work, a lot of people have put their energy, time, resources, and when it looks like the party is becoming something tangible, there are no place to be found. They are out of it. Opera, I don't know, because it's
Yes,
it's not. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And I want you to know for sure, this period we are now, at this moment that we are, this moment, the strength of ADC lies not only in its leadership, but in its collective discipline, in its unity, and also, what is the vision? Why do we decided that we want to have a coalition? Why do we decided to come together? And what is the vision? What is the mission? Before we come together, there are a lot of issues where we discuss about, okay, let's go to this party. Let's go to another party. Before ADC now said, come, let us come together. And they held different meetings where there are a lot of decisions taken by all the leaders from each political parties. And they agreed. Before even handing over to the National Working Committee, they were sitting as a caretaker then, but they are now they're ratified as the real NWC now. But the truth being told, if we decided and said, okay, that type of ratification was allowed at the national, what about the states? What about the local government? What about the world? Even the 7th geographical zone, which I respect this political party for, because even as big as the other opposition party, they don't have something like this. Even the government in power, they only have units in some countries outside. But if ADC can constitute 7th geographical zone for the diasporans, it's because they know the importance of the diasporans and why they need to be part of whatever they are doing. But in a situation that the state chairman, after we have an agreement, the national, there are some things that were put together. If there are nothing like that, then Honorable, His Excellency Ralph Nwosu will still be the national chairman of ADC, and some other national officers of ADC will still be in their positions. But because of the agreement they had during the coalition, he relieved himself from that position.
But Omolara, I want to say that also, I think the process of that coalition, the formation and the procedures that were done, I want to say that it didn't look professional enough, because truly, some people that are with you in your days of nothing, in your days of growing and bonding and all of that, cannot be left out.
Honorable Mark, don't get it wrong.
Yes, tell me.
Don't get it wrong. It's not
Okay.
everybody. It's not everybody. They were part of that NWC that were relieved.
But Omolara, are you seeing?
Hold it,
Okay.
please. Mark, let me explain.
I will. All right.
It wasn't everybody. They were part of that Ralph Nwosu-led team. They were relieved of their positions. Some were given another positions.
Some were given.
And yes, and the state chairman, they were left to be there. They didn't change them immediately. They didn't change them. They didn't change them. They were still there. If they were there for almost a year, and other people that are coming, those that may even have experienced more than them. See, my own position is that I am not saying that maybe some people have put in their best, they have put all the resources, but the major thing we should always think about is that there is no way when you form a coalition, it is not everybody that is, they were owing one position or the other will still be on that position.
Ambassador, can I come in, please? Can I come in? I know where you're coming from and what you're saying, but I am also seeing it like this. We have a holy book, that's the Constitution Party Constitution, which I was acquainted, the former Constitution, the original Constitution that integrated, that had all structures adopted and recognized. I know about the Constitution, the review Constitution. I as General Secretary, Diaspora Network Worldwide, have not seen it personally, and I'm calling for this. I spoke to high-ranking officers. It will be good to see, to know if what is being practiced right away, right now, is what the Constitution, the reviewed Constitution, is saying. That is one. Secondly, there is also no need to cry over spirit oil, as the Englishman would say. We know why we are. You mentioned mission. We know what the mission is all about. We want good governance, and to be able to achieve this, the efforts. I listened to His Excellency Chief Raf. I listened to most of his speeches. The efforts put in, not only by him, also by the leaders like Honorable Kenneth Bandi and the host of them, that put the effort they put in the time and space where we're trying to build a party. It should not be in vain. So it's what has happened till today has happened, but it is about time that we call for a convention, our own convention, the diaspora network, the 7th geopolitical zone. We should call for it. It should happen where the diasporans will have opportunity to meet candidates and meet the new leadership. And it is also good for us to go back to the drawing board. When I say us, I mean the National Working Committee.
Yes.
In case there are things they have omitted. An omission is not a crime. A mistake is not a sin, and a sin is by no means a mistake. We will go back to the drawing board and ratify most of these things. That is an oversight. You know, this cultural oversight. And that's what is very simple.
I am fully.
Can I just ask it? Sorry, can I? Sorry, can I just ask a question?
Of that. Sorry, my sister Fiona.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to ask a question. This thing that's being said is one of the strangest things that I have come across in my life. What is the difficulty in sharing this so-called constitution with everybody? Why can we not? Why have we been knocking, begging, asking, pleading, appealing? I've never heard of a situation where, okay, they said that constitution has been amended. We've accepted that. Why can we just not have it then? If it's been amended and this has all been agreed, why has it been, this battle has been going on now for us to actually just get sight of it?
Honorable Fiona.
I am not speaking for the national. Are you getting me? But one thing about me is that maybe because of my profession, I ask a lot of questions. Because I want to know. If something is there I can't understand, I will ask, why is this thing like this? I think Honorable Mark can remember what I am about to say. I won't mention some names. Because of ADC-DN, I knew what I went through. Because I recognize ADC-DN. Because when I read the Constitution, I read chapter 15, page 27 of the Constitution of ADC. And I saw it written there, the 7th zone, well recognized constitutionally. And I stood on the truth and said, no. If this thing is constitutionally recognized, then they need to recognize it constitutionally. Whatever happened at the national, supposed to happen at. Because when you are talking about political zones, we're talking about southwest, south, southeast, northeast, north central, northwest, and the diaspora. If you can do for the other 6 zones, what happened to the 7th zone?
That's the question. We're all saying the same thing.
And I remember I challenged Uncle Mark about this. I challenged some other people about it. You are not taking this 7th zone so serious the way it is, because this thing is constitutional.
Ambassador and Lady Fiona, I know. I think while taking away any form of sentiment in all this whole thing, because where we are now, we are all so passionate about taking our country forward, no matter what it takes. I think this constitution, most of you that has participated in constitutional review will know that the procedure, the process, the whole legal tidying and so on might take one or few times, some time, but notwithstanding, those at the top knows what is embedded in the session of the said session of Constitution, and they know also the value going into the fall. They know the value of the diaspora network. I am going to say it in a way that it's not everybody that will like it. Why we are calling for the leadership to do the needful, to do those things that have to be done, that doesn't require so much of this protocol and waitings, by making pronouncements, by making certain form of engagement, by delivering in our contacts, which is positive, is ongoing, but it's not defined enough, in my personal opinion. I'm also calling on the diaspora network to get engaged and be proactive also, even further, more than we are, the continental chairs, the leadership of the diaspora network, including myself, by the way. We should be proactive in exercising, doing due diligence, doing what we know, we understand that we need to do, that belongs to us. I had to have a secretariat, get engaged, get things done, ask questions. Do we have a budget to perform? Can we do one or few things without waiting? Get our recruitment intensified. Do not worry, look back and move forward. And identify our strengths and utilize and capitalize on our strength to push this party forward, to push not even the party only, but for the sake of the nation at this time, at this troubled time. This is what I'm really saying.
Thank you, Chief Tony. You said it the way I wanted to say it.
Yes.
Is the way. Sorry, Honorable Mark. Let me just
go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the way you dress. That's the way that we address you. If you have a brand in your hand and you are not able to promote your brand as special, as unique that brand is, they will just be looking at you. I remember that I discussed this issue with Honorable Man. There are some things we can do to make them know that we know our rights. It's not everything is not going to court. No. Activities can even make them to know that, 7th zone. Even if you write a letter to them, even when Honorable Mark told me that, well, they were picking up the list for the delegates, they requested, look at it, Chief Tony, they requested for a list from the 7th zone. That is for you to know that they recognize the 7th zone. They know that the 7th zone exists. And they appreciate the 7th, because I always remember the way Honorable Dalong always said that we in the diaspora, we have a lot of things, contributions that we need to do and contribute to the success of this of this party. And if you fold our hands and we are still waiting for them to come and tell us, we are waiting for you to call us. No, you tell them we are here. We are ready. Yes, we are going to spend our money. But let me tell you something. There are some diplomatic issues that we can handle for the party. They don't need to come down either to United States or to Europe or to Asia or to anywhere. Immediately they know that, no, the 7th zone is there. They are mouthpiece in that place. They will send us there and we will do the right thing for them. Let us be sure of what we are even really talking about. See,
let's be sure.
For me, I believe sincerely that the national recognize the 7th zone.
Okay.
Honorable Mark, I know you want to say something. You are the moderator.
Yes.
But I'm always, when I want to come into conversations, I don't spare the rod. You know, I also think that there shouldn't be we and them. I don't think there should be we and them. And I'm looking forward to this. There should be we, and we are all in one. We are all into this together. And Yes, there should not be any we and them. That's one. So there's why we are requesting for
They
encouragement.
are creating the we and them. For instance, the last convention, the report I got was the man representing the diaspora angle, our national coordinator in Nigeria, His Excellency Honorable Dalong, was ill-treated. He wasn't given the space to speak. He wasn't. His presentations were not added to what they had in the agenda, and that shows that they are creating a division. So I want to say this, gentlemen, while our viewers are watching, we at the diaspora and the DNs, the 7th geopolitical zone, we seek an equitable representation across all the party structure. It's nothing to be argued about. It's something that has to be done. Then when they do that, it will not be we and then it will not be we together. You know. Also, we seek a full recognition of the diasporas as strategic and integral stakeholders. So what all of this means is they should have regard and that coordination with the man that represents us there, with the office that represents us there, Dalong, His Excellency Solomon Dalong. What happened in the last convention with His Excellency is we will take that as diasporans. I come strong too. It's our party. We are all in this. We've invested time, energy. You know.
Yes, that's an aspect.
Yes.
That's an aspect, Honorable Mark, but I commend the reaction. I commend the reaction and the strength that His Excellency Honorable Dalong showed, and also how it was then down the lane ratified. And we are all, it's a process we are all learning. But I now looking at tomorrow, I mean, let me say today and tomorrow, I think our structure should be made available in the strongest terms in any way possible. If it's not available to all the party leadership, you know, there's a confusion here and there, court cases and this and who is whoever trying to find a space in the party. But what the leading candidates and the party, what they have succeeded is always showing this unity. And I'm also hoping that Honorable Dalong will reach out to Honorable Kenneth Bandi. You should reach out to Honorable Kenneth Bandi or vice versa, so that they can come up together and we'll have a common front where we sit in the situation room, prime time, and know where the challenges that the diaspora network is facing, especially when it comes to structure, when it comes to nominations, appointments, sharing of responsibilities. You know, you cannot display your responsibility without authority. So, and then backup authorities in any form it takes, there should be backup authorities so that the people outside that we're trying to win, they are of course with us, the masses are with us in this mission. They will feel comfortable going out with us. This is one aspect. And this also includes whatever deploying whatever capital necessary. Whatever capital necessary. And I think we have faith and hope that this conversation is also getting across the globe to all party leadership. The BOT, the Diaspora Network, the BOT, they are also concerned. They are not BOT for nothing. And also, we need to get going. We need to hit the ground running so that we get this done in this quarter before the fall. So that we have, like I said, I'm calling for a convention that in the 7th political zone, that we crown it all. That we make everybody understand, yes, we are part of the party.
That's it, gentlemen. Moving to the primaries now. Soon, primaries will be holding. That's the most critical moment of any political party because the primary.
When are the primaries?
Yes.
I think. Sorry, please. I'm not taking us back. But Honorable Mark, I think what Chief Tony is saying is something that we must do before the primaries. We need to look to how we can have that primaries, diaspora convention.
Diaspora convention. Yes.
Because
I thought that idea was suggested in a meeting about 3 weeks, 4 weeks back, but I don't know what happened to the idea. Was it not suggested?
No, the idea is in the room is because of the time and space. The Honorable His Excellency, our coordinator, diaspora, mentioned it also in a meeting that when we raised it, he mentioned it that yes, it's also in the room. But the issue of the state chairman, I saw a document, I received a document at the secretariat where the state chairman are seeking opinion of the diasporas. We made our situation also clear. We are fully into this together. I want to say that all oversights have to be ratified and ratified very fast. And those things that will make the ordinary Nigerian in the street to know that our remittance, our participation in nation building is something, it's indispensable actually. And we should commend all those who have been playing one part or the other in the diaspora, from the diaspora axis. We should commend their effort because it's not that easy. It's frustrating. And listen, my fellow panel, my fellow participants, our friends, our foreign partners, they are listening to us. I have so many calls. I have pressed people waiting to know what is the situation, where can they come in, how can they help, and this is really good for nation building. Everybody's waiting for the new Nigeria to arrive. So I think, like I said before, we should not continue to cry over spilled oil. We want every leader, national leader, to come out and play a part in calling for the diaspora network full participation at all levels.
Good one, Chuklan. Yes, I know you support that. Anyway, gentlemen,
we definitely support that.
Let it be known.
Progress.
Yes, no, we all seek. Listen, one thing about Nigerians in diaspora is we are the most that desires a better Nigeria, a great country, because the toll is on us, like Fiona said earlier. The toll is on us. We're the one that remits money. We're the one that is carrying their burden and all of this, and we want it to reduce. I mean, I've met Nigerians in different parts of Europe that tell me, listen, brother, I'm going through a lot taking care of my family in Nigeria. I'm paying bills, I'm doing this. So we want that good Nigeria. That's what they don't understand, you know? It's not really about looking for office. It is about we really putting a country that the world will see and really love. So let's take it back. Our time is running out now, but let's go around one more around with ourselves. Fiona, you've said some beautiful things here. Also, one thing that should be noted is if the foundation is faulty, every other thing crumbles. So the headquarters, we are calling the headquarters out now. I say with all confidence, all pride. The headquarters needs to understand that the way they carry themselves affects every part of the structure. Fiona, I mean,
definitely, I agree. Absolutely, I agree. I think that I think all this in hindsight, which is, you know, the benefit of hindsight is always 2020. I mean, hindsight, the earlier movement towards the merger should have and could have been handled much better. And I think if that had happened, the outcome would have been better. But we are now where we are. What is important now is, in particular, for the center to make sure that they ensure that the ADC that has been underpinned and to a very great extent by the diaspora is recognized in the way that it should be.
That's it, Fiona. Thank you. That's it. So, Madam Omolara, Ambassador Omolara,
yes.
You are passionate for a good Nigeria. You want a great Nigeria.
Everybody wants
party,
that.
ADC. Yeah. Yes, everybody wants it. But truth be told, if we don't do what is right, we will still be going backward. you know.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
yes, we have this attitude of Nigerians are emotional. We are very emotional people. It's not bad. God created us to be emotional, but we sometimes our emotions rub on issues that should be addressed. You know, we take sides for nothing. People take, some people who just take sides because they like this man, this is their man, is their village man, is their townsman, their tribesman. So, and all of these are factors that could be affecting us in ADC as we go into the primaries. Don't you think so?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, you remember when I said
Mhm.
I'm a Yoruba lady,
Yeah.
and I don't do shade the pepper, don't feel like I don't do that. I definitely believe in capacity. If somebody is not capable,
Capacity.
don't give the person the responsibility, because the
Yes,
person
responsibility.
will definitely not do it well.
Mm.
I don't In Nigeria, two things are stopping us in that country: tribalism and religion. Tribalism and religion. It's not from my tribe. Oh, it's not from I'm a Muslim. Is a Christian. How many Muslims are buying gas? Sorry, I want to use gas, fuel, petrol. You know we call petrol gas here. So I'm sorry. How many Muslims will not go to any filling station and get gas at the rate of 400 naira? How many Christians will not go to filling station and get gas at the rate of 300 naira? How many Yoruba will not go to the filling station now and say because of many ṣé di bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn kì í fi lẹ̀kẹ̀ sí di ọmọ ẹlòmíì, so we now buy gas at the rate of 100 naira? Everybody knows what we are passing through in Nigeria. I may not be there. I have my people there. It is not even about the money sending to them. It's about their security. It's about the imbalance of the economy. You can imagine how much the cost of, in fact, gas. I was discussing it today. When I was leaving Nigeria, I think 25 kg of gas was around 400 naira or 800 naira. It increased. I think the highest they bought it when I knew was 1,300. But today is 18,000 naira. Where do you expect them to get that money from? And even as the cost is increasing, the workers, they are not even increasing their salary.
Okay.
They are not even
Imagine.
increasing the salary of the workers. Where do you expect them to get all that money for? They have to pay school fees, definitely because of the cost of production. A lot of, even pure water. Do you know how much they sell bag of water now? 500 naira per one bag. How much do we used to buy it? The amount I think I bought pure water last was 100 naira when I visited. A bag of pure water now, 20 pieces of pure water is 500 naira. If they sell it 400 naira for you, it's a grace. The house rent increasing every year, every day. Despite all this, ask them, when last did they even have NEPA lights? They pay for lights, no lights. They pay taxes, no water, no good road, no security. And somebody will now said, okay, if anybody said we are not doing, can we even think about it ourselves? Is that the type of country we're looking at? Is that the type of prayer we are praying? And somebody will now be standing and be telling me that, okay, Senate President, you know what we are supposed to do. So you go, you can imagine that I know it's political, But there are some languages that are not supposed to come out from leaders. Is it making jest of us, of Nigerians, that they are suffering? Are we happy? He went to Plateau. Our own president went to Plateau. He couldn't enter Jos. He was in the airport telling them that because there was no lights, he would not be able to enter their city. He left after attending to those people. These are the type of leadership we're talking about.
And he's still getting applause when he speaks, and people are clapping for him. Thank you very much.
Because they asked them to clap.
Honorable man.
We asked them to
So
clap.
yes, go ahead, Toklan. Thank you.
Honorable man, first of all, let me appreciate you for all your. I've been following your. Despite I am the communication director, I commend you and I thank you so much, and also appreciate the diaspora leadership for giving you the opportunity, and a couple of others. Our vice chair and the whole of them that are really strong online. I'm going to make I will make it look like a closing remark. First of all, I would like to condemn the insecurity and the killings in Nigeria on behalf of the diasporans. The diasporans detest it. It has the whips, and we are really, really pained by this and are craving for an end to these killings. The videos that are coming out of Nigeria, we are totally against this. I am going to go further to what can we do? We know the problems. Now we have to also, as diaspora, look at the solutions. We have challenged the party leadership to give us take the way it has to be. Not too much formality and protocols. Of course, protocols have due process have to be followed, but we have to do this. I'm also calling on the party leadership to support our candidates. We are going to flag off candidates when we are sure there are a lot of them who are sitting on the fence because they are not sure if they will have the support, the full support. I mean, full support as well defined, unconditional support of our candidates that might be coming from diaspora or that has diasporan background. I was opportune to have at a certain time interaction or lecture from someone like Honorable Professor Pato Tommy and the host of them and on the Chief Raf in direct conversation online and explaining the DNA of party leaders, party settings, and I understand that they know the problem. They know the problem. So we want support for our flag bearers when it comes to it. With the Diaspora Network, we appreciate that. But in the meantime, the Diaspora Network has a challenge to go into recruitment phase. We should get our members grab their card, register as Diaspora members, pay up, and then mentor those at home. I know we do this from time to time, but make it more intensive. Go home, play prominent part in your local government, show that you are part of the people that are craving for good governance. Show yourself, speak out, so that the people will have they are hopeless right now. Every time I call Nigeria, there's no light, there's a killing, there's a burial, the medical session is in shambles. I don't think we should go into the problems. So while we are doing our recruitment as diasporan leaders and diasporan people, and not just sit at home in our comfort zone, we should do this, pay up, meet up with our responsibility while mentoring others at home. So it is time to go back to work. This is the right time to do this because by the fall, you will not have time to react. And I also want to call on INEC personally, and I know this is the diasporan feeling, that the time for jokes, for this kind of institutional game, the time is over. The time is over. This IT age, this is the age where anybody will find out where you are coming from. So let us do the needful. Let us respect the wish of the people and enjoy the rest of our days. This is where I will leave it at my own person. Thank you.
I know you guys have a lot to say, but we're going to come again. We'll be doing this, gentlemen. We'll be doing this from this diaspora angle of ADC. Viewers, it is ADC, that great party in Nigeria, African Democratic Congress, and this is the diaspora's angle to it, the 7th geopolitical zone. We'll be doing this. We'll be looking at issues. We'll be looking at ways to help to come in. We really want a better Nigeria. Viewers, if you're from Nigeria watching this, we are not. It's not show. It's not about show. It's not about trying to pride ourselves that we are abroad. No, we truly want a better Nigeria for our people, for ourselves, because a lot of us will eventually get old and we want to retire back home. So let's put it here. Thank you so much, Fiona. Fiona Akanu is General Secretary for ADC in the UK, Ireland, and Scotland. Our wonderful woman, top lady, I call her, Biodun Malora, an ambassador, stakeholder in the ADC-DN, and of course, the General Secretary, Ambassador Tony Tuklan. Let's come back again, gentlemen, some other time. But until then, this has been Interchange Discussion. On this 17th day of April, we've been discussing ADC. So we'll come back again. We'll see you all. Have a beautiful weekend. And
have a lovely weekend, everybody.
Nice weekend. Greetings back home in Nigeria. And Anyocha North, greetings to you. All the best.
Bye. Well done, man.
To know ADC, you see a handshake, a symbol that stands for belief, passion, ideas, and creativity, service with integrity, confidence and commitment. We are the definition of democracy. Your party, for you and by you. Every life is important. Every right is respected. We promote friendship, cooperation, and collaboration. We believe that when we work together, we make great things happen. With love and respect, we shake hands. Yes, we shake hands. Therefore, we say, ADC arise. ADC arise. ADNC arise and shine.
This message is endorsed by ADC 7th Zone, ADC-DN, African Democratic Congress.